How do worms reproduce?
I mean, worms aren't in the habit of having a great deal to eat and drink, staggering upstairs, getting into bed, taking off all their clothes and muttering, "I love you," and "Was it all right for you, darling?" The worm has a more earthy approach.
How do they go about it?
Slowly but surely. I don't know whether you've ever been underground for any length of time, but take it from me, it's dark, damp, and visibility is nil. Not an ideal setting for romance. Just let me show you a male and a female worm in a prenuptial mating display.
How do you tell the difference between the male and the female?
Well, men wear trousers, whereas women have long hair and things out here.
I meant in worms.
Well, the answer is you can't, and nor can they. It's rather a hit or miss affair. The worm tunnels along, hoping he'll hit or miss, and if he doesn't, it's apologies all round, and the worm turns in considerable embarrassment. Here is a worm on the turn. Notice the slight blush.
It must also be difficult to distinguish one end of the worm from the other.
It is a bit of a toss-up. Heads or tails, there's nothing in it, and this leads to the worm's worst dilemma. Trapped in a narrow tunnel of its own making, approached on either side by two rampant worms in a state of sexual arousal.
What does the worm do in these circumstances?
Either the worm decides to face the music and take the consequences, or else, as is more usual, it makes a suicidal leap for the surface, where, of course, it's a sitting duck for any bird.